In the earliest days of the world, when the gods still walked among mortals, the earth was a paradise, pure, uncorrupted, and untouched by sorrow. Humanity lived in peace, knowing neither pain nor death. But high upon Mount Olympus, the ruler of the gods, Zeus, had been deeply angered. It began with a single act of defiance. Prometheus, the wise Titan, had stolen fire from the heavens and gifted it to humankind, defying Zeus's will. Fire gave warmth, protection, and the power to shape tools, gifts that made humans less dependent on the gods. Zeus's pride could not bear it. He would punish not only Prometheus, but all of humankind. His vengeance would take a form that seemed at first a blessing. From clay, the gods shaped a woman unlike any before her, beautiful beyond mortal imagination. Each Olympian bestowed upon her a gift. Aphrodite gave her irresistible beauty. Athena dressed her in silken robes and taught her grace. Apollo granted her the gift of music, and Hermes placed cunning in her mind. But hidden among these blessings was something far more dangerous: curiosity. Her name was Pandora. Hermes led Pandora down from Olympus to live among humans, where she was given as a bride to Epimetheus, the brother of Prometheus. Prometheus had once warned his sibling never to accept gifts from Zeus, suspecting the god's generosity was laced with danger. But Epimetheus, entranced by Pandora's beauty, ignored the warning. But there was one thing in their household that stood apart: a jar, sealed tight with a heavy lid. Zeus had entrusted it to Pandora, telling her it must never be opened. He offered no explanation, only the command. At first, Pandora did not think of it often. She lived happily among mortals, always curious about their ways. Yet, no matter what she did each day, the jar seemed to call to her in the quiet hours. What could be inside? Jewels from Olympus? Secrets of the gods? The more she resisted, the stronger the pull became. Days turned into weeks, and the curiosity given to her by the gods gnawed at her soul. Finally, one day, when Epimetheus was away, Pandora approached the jar. Her fingers trembled as she touched the lid. Surely, just one peek could do no harm. The moment she lifted it, the world changed. From the jar burst a swarm of shadowy shapes, shrieking and twisting in the air. They were suffering given form: disease, death, greed, envy, and countless others. They scattered into the world, finding their way into every human heart. Panicked, Pandora tried to slam the lid shut, but it was too late. The evils had escaped, leaving only a deep silence in their wake. Her heart ached with guilt. Humanity, once pure, would now know pain, betrayal, and despair forevermore. But then she heard a faint sound from inside the jar, a soft, steady voice calling her back. Slowly she lifted the lid again, and out came a gentle light. It was hope, the final gift of the gods. Though evil now walked the earth, hope would always remain, offering strength to endure even in the darkest times. And so, from that day on, humanity lived with both suffering and hope. For in the heart of every hardship, a spark would whisper, "This too shall pass."